Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I just moved to U.S. like 2 years ago from Russia. My first year, I had an official job, W-2, all that stuff. I was doing furniture assembly. Then, just decided to go with the deliveries, with the gig jobs, because I needed more flexibility, from that day, I'm just living in my car, let's say for 2 years. And, I'm just sick and tired of saying that everything is okay to my family when I do a video call and they're asking if everything is okay. I'm like, yeah, everything is okay. Literally, I'm sending them money.
You're sending them money?
Yeah, for sure.
How much?
How much? I would say 1K, sometimes 1.5.
So $500. So $500 to $1,000 a month you're sending to Russia?
I would say 1,000.
$1,000 to $1,500.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. To $1,500. Okay.
Yes.
And what are you doing for work right now? I caught the story, but I'm curious. Are you still doing delivery?
Yeah, still. So from the day I decided to go with the gig jobs, I just moved out to my car because that job was providing me with the housing and all that stuff. Yeah, but from the day I decided to go with the gigs, I live
Okay,
in
let me
car.
ask another question. You mentioned you went to these gig jobs because you needed flexibility. Why do you need flexibility?
Because I'm training, I'm boxing. Okay, yeah.
So you're here.
That's why I need
Are you
flexibility.
pursuing a professional career in boxing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. This is starting to add up. So in Los Angeles is where your trainer is. That's why you chose Los Angeles. That's the best spot for you to be training.
Exactly.
Is there any other city in America, Ryan, that you can get this kind of training?
Of course there is, but when you get in the gym, it's you get used to it. It's like family,
It's like family, you get to know people, all of it,
I get it, but I think
So-
she makes a great point. And I got to say, as a boxing fan, I grew up watching boxing. Okay, so I got to tell you, I really like this. This is interesting. And I got to tell you, it's all about your trainer. It's not about the gym. It's about the trainer. So are you locked into somebody who really knows what they're doing and somebody that has been very successful, has trained champions before? At what level is your trainer?
My trainer is his background is in Muay Thai. He's a two times champion. Okay, yeah, but I just started a year ago in January. I have my next fight next month.
Are you a pro yet, or are you still an amateur?
No, I'm not pro yet.
Okay, Ryan, here's the point, okay, because we really got to get to the point of this deal. Los Angeles is where you're based, and it's super expensive in Los Angeles.
It's like one of the most expensive cities in America.
And I understand you need flexibility, but I think there are other options for flexibility that you can do, and but you got to choose here. In other words, you've got this responsibility of sending money back to your family in Russia. You've got this responsibility to train at a level to try to be a professional boxer. That's a lot. I get that. But we still got to live. And something has got to give here. And you can't live in a car any longer. That was how you started the call. And that's what we're trying to address. Mm-hmm. So in order to get you out of the car, we got to get more money in your bank account. To get more money in your bank account, you got to get a better job. This is common sense. You're with me on this, yes?
Exactly, yes.
Okay,
All right,
Ryan,
then.
your family in Russia, how dependent are they on this $1,000 to $1,500 a month?
I mean, my small brother also works. He also supports. He's at home. He's in family. Okay. My father, he's not working at the moment,
Okay.
At the moment, they are really dependent, and actually, I found a new gig. If you know about a process server job.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
You're serving people subpoenas.
Exactly. I just thinking about starting that stuff and see if it will bring me more money, which is more flexibility.
Yeah. What about a roommate? I mean, how much do you need right now? I want Rachel to walk through the numbers for you.
Because rent in Los Angeles, Ryan, I mean,
that's what I'm curious.
Is how much for a crappy apartment?
You're a boxer, so let's go Rocky here. All right. So we got a few cockroaches
but
around.
I'm like, but it's
what's that
$2,000,
cost you?
$2-3 grand.
Well, what is it, Ryan? What would it cost you, even with a roommate? What's the least you could get into an apartment?
Just you mean shared room?
Yeah. What's the least you can get in?
Room, I would say 1,000. Starting from 1,000.
$1,000.
Estimate.
All right. So how much are you bringing home every month in this current job?
In this current job, it's not stable. I would say 3 to 4.
That's your net.
Yeah,
that's after taxes.
So after Yeah. So after you send, what are you doing with the $3,000 or $2,500 that's left? Is that for food? What is that for? Boxing? What are you spending the rest of your money on?
I wouldn't be able to say exact amount where it goes, but I would say for boxing, for food, I feel like when you live outside, for food goes a little more when you versus when you prepare. Okay?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would do, Ryan, what I would tell you is you have to prioritize where your income's going. And right now you don't know exactly what it is. And you're making good, I mean, $4,000 a month, that's tight in Los Angeles, but for a single guy, I don't know.
If we weren't sending the money back home, this is doable.
So I'm wondering, because we call it your 4 walls, Ryan, of the 4 things you have to cover first and foremost. That's food, shelter, which is getting you an apartment, utilities, water and electricity, cell phone, and transportation, making sure you have gas for your car and that your car is running and everything. So these are the 4 things, the only things that we spend money on. And so I want you to start prioritizing and asking around for a roommate, the cheapest place that you can go. And and this would take a lot of humility, Ryan. And again, I don't know your family situation back in Russia from what you were saying, but it would take a lot of humility. But I mean, I just to get you in a stable place so that you can continue to help them, because I think that's a beautiful thing that you're doing. But you're not going to be able to do this for long. What you are doing right now is not sustainable. So I would call them, say, hey, it's not going great. I'm going to have to pause this for just 4 months. I got to get a roommate. I got to get some things in order. And then I'm going to press play, send you guys money in 4 months or however long you think. But you got to get yourself in a sustainable situation that's good for you and then ultimately good for your family back in Russia.
Ryan, thanks for the call. I hope you got a good chin. Keep those gloves up. You don't want to get punched right in the noggin in your first fight. You know what I mean? I've seen some brutal knockouts.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.